Okay, hello everyone. Right, so welcome to my virtual reality fly. Now, remember, examiners will change the routes periodically. They're under no obligation to go on the same route. They are allowed to vary it, but this gives you a rough guide of what's going on. Just done a little video about the car park, so without any further delay, let's get on with it. So you come out the car park, round here to the end of the road, and then off you go. And so as you're coming up to this bit here, up there, you come up to here, and I want you to be checking left and right, making sure it's all safe, no one's crossing the road, and then out you go. All right, so simple, out into the road, checking it's safe, and off we go. Right, so I am completely lost. What's going on with this? Right there. Right, there we go. So you just drive along this road. Then you've got this roundabout. As you can see, it's 2 lanes. Make sure you are in the left-hand lane as you go through. Because there are 2 lanes, you have to make sure you maintain 2 lanes on the roundabout, okay? I do not want to see you cut across. So when you come across this thing, you want to be doing that. All right, just like if you're in this lane, you would do that. Do not cut. Stay on the outside. Okay. Out of interest, these raised curbs here, these are where pedestrians cross. It's not a pedestrian crossing, so you don't have to give way to them. But of course, if it looks like someone's going to walk into the road, then I would not run them over. Okay, so we come up to here. There you go, people waiting to cross. You can give way or not. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so as you come up to here, it's just an all roundabout. Check it's safe. When it is, out you go. So we're going to go ahead to staying on the outside and going up that lane there. Don't forget, this whole section is a 20 zone. So we're just driving along up here, just following the road. Now, they often park you on this hill here. There you go. Somebody parked there. So somewhere along here, they normally say park before that sign there. There's a blue sign. There it is. So they normally say just stop roughly where that white car is. Now, they get a hill start out of you to start with, okay, and then you don't have to worry about it. Don't forget, when they say please drive on, cater for things like this. So this bloke's coming up behind you. He's going for an overtake. Now, logically, he's only going to go into this lane to go back to the left. If you then populate that bit, he's going to be stuck out here on the right, and you'll get marked down for that. So whenever you go to pull away, make sure that person isn't blocked and has the ability to come back in. Right? You will get away with it. It's a minor on the driving test or driver fault if you pull away with a car in this lane. But if it was a normal road, I mean, this is obviously a 2-lane road, but if it was a 1-lane 2-way road, so you've got oncoming traffic, and you moved off while someone's overtaking you, you will fail your driving test. All right. So as a general guide, just wait. All right. So when they're ready, driving on. Okay, test route number 7. Right. So usual stuff. We've just come up. We're going across there, following the road ahead, heading off towards North Camp. So we just stay in the left-hand lane. Done this a couple of times now. So we go through here. We're looking for the A3011, so we go through the hatched area, into there, follow that. No need to indicate because it's traffic light controlled roundabout. And you go out here, following that to the outside here. When safe, moving along through here, following this round. 2 lanes merge into one. Just check on your right, make sure this van isn't trying to kill you. Look for pedestrians on the crossing. Through here, check, it's all good. Through here, keep an eye on her. Through here, do not queue between crossings. So we've got to keep this bit clear and the keep clear box, and we basically can't get across until we can use that bit of road. Through here. You've got the fire station. This is the line where you should stop at if these lights come on. Otherwise, if there's a queue, then you're not allowed into the yellows. So we just follow this up. Now we're going to go left, first exit at the roundabout. So we come up to here. Mirrors the signals, turning left into left-hand lane, starting to check nice and early, work out what's going on. Do bear in mind this car gets quite a good view up there, so they can come out of there quite quick. And we come around here. When safe, we go round, keep an eye on that pedestrian that looks like they're going to turn? Cross even. What am I talking about? So we go round here. Now we're just following this road ahead. We've got cars parked, bus parked up on the left. Do be mindful whenever anything is blocking your view, like this van, there could be somebody walking out there. The bus, somebody could be walking in front of the bus. If there's ever a bit of road that is obscured, you must assume there's something there and drive accordingly. Come through here. This bit's now got broken white line. Used to be solid, but if you get a car sat here waiting to turn right, you can actually go through there now, whereas before you couldn't. And we just follow the road ahead. So now we just drive down here. It's all very simple. And you've got a pedestrian crossing that you just got to keep an eye on. This is the post office. And then we're going to go across there like that. So as you get near, just make sure, like this, there's your postie. So you come through here. As you come through here, there's only one lane, so you just take the shortest possible route, but make sure you're doing your checks on your right. Keep an eye on postie. He should be coming in there. Of course, we'll never know because he was supposed to be behind us in this. Right, so we're just checking, making sure it's all nice and safe. Through and on we go. Following that car there. That's better. Now, you'll be told, take first right. Now, I've had students before come along here, see this thing and think that that's a right turn. They don't actually look where they're driving. There's no junction here, so don't pull in there to turn right. That's just stupid. Right, so you go down here. That is your turning, so look up the road. Now, as we get up here, you have a hatched area with a broken white line around the outside. So therefore, you go through it next to the white line on the right-hand side. Like there. All right. Yes, of course you can do that and then come in, but then you run the risk of having your bum sticking out of the back here. So if you go through here, you're out of the way. When traffic stops coming at you, providing no one's crossing the road and you haven't got anything obscuring your view, then you can turn right into this road. Just make sure it's all nice and safe and nobody's here. So always check around before you do it. Into this road. So now we're in this road. We're going to go following it on. They often do more maneuvers on the left and the right. And then we're going to go to the end of the road and turn right. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go here, around there, and then take second right to head off down there. So we go to the end, checking left and right as we're coming. So now this opens up before that does. So I would be checking left first. Doesn't matter. It depends on what side opens up. Depends on what side you look first. Doesn't matter, but you should be checking both because you're going across 2 lanes of traffic, out and into there. Now, following this round, that's 1, we're going 2. So again, your review is obscured a little bit, so you might want to go a little bit deep and then turn. Do not cut across. You do not cut corners in this game. So you come around here, like, oh, no, hang on, like that. And then we follow the road ahead. Again, we might get more maneuvers done down here. So now we're just going to follow this to the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to go left and then right. So you should be planning for that. End of road, start checking as soon as you can. This van's blocking your view. So you might actually need to get your nose coming out a little bit to look up the road because he's still blocking our view from here. If we were lower down, we wouldn't see anything. So we actually want our head around about here. So you want to follow the corner, but keeping it slow. So you follow the corner until your head can see and then commit to going. If there was a car there, he would still be able to get around you, you see? So we go out and then you're turning right. So go through the hatched area, come through here into that bit, into the middle. If you go there and turn, you could leave your bum in the road. So we want to go in and get out of the way. Run up to there, check it safe, go. So we come up to there. So come in like that, check. Now look into the road you're going into before you go into it. We're going into a 20 zone and we've got parked cars both sides. So vehicles like this one are going to be in the middle of the road. So we've got to cater for this, got to cater for any pedestrians, whatever's going to be on our route and any rules or regulations. So we come down here, when safe, you turn into there. All right, so we come around here and we follow the road ahead. As you can see, looking at this, we could put in there They could pull in there, they could go there, we could go here, 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 here. So basically look down the road for places where you could pull into the left, or look for places where they can pull into their left. Of course, if as you go down the road you think that there is actually room for 2 cars like that, then fine, not an issue. But just remember, this is a 20. We're going into a 20 zone. This is an area of about 5 roads, and we just follow the road ahead. So we just go down here. It's actually written on the floor there that we've got 20. Just here. Badly, but it's written. And we go along here. Up to a roundabout. So this is Peabody Road in North Camp. And we come up to here. Now, start looking. Checking. Making sure it's all good. When safe, go across. Again, you get this situation. This is quite tight. Sometimes you actually wait here to let somebody out before you go in. It can be a bit tight in this section. All right. Okay, and then what we're going to do is follow the road. Now, the examiner is expecting, he won't give you any instructions. He'll just say, follow the road. The road goes down here, and what he's looking for is you to read your road signs, because we've got a no entry into this bit. Notice this is all an exit. So we would be coming down there. Turn left, 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 no right turn, give way 30. All right. So he's going to say follow the road. He would expect you to suddenly realise that we are turning left. I mean, you've got all these arrows telling you to go left. So we come up here, think about pedestrians, get near it, start having a look around, checking in both directions. When safe, go out. And then we follow this road ahead. So we're now going down here. This is that bit of road again. This is going back into the 20 zone, you see. And again, this is that 20 sign that people get confused with. You come down here, but again, the 20 signs are there. So it's actually for this bit, this is 20. If it was a 20 in our zone, we'd have another 20 sign there. So this is for the side road. This is still a 30. So don't get confused by that road sign. And we just drive along here. Now, at the roundabout, we're going to go right to third exit. They might say follow signs for Ash Vale, whatever. Now, let's have a look at this. Right third exit, there are 2 lanes that go right. When you have 2 lanes that go right, you take the left of the 2. So I would take the middle lane heading towards Ash Vale. So you come down here, indicating right, because that lane goes ahead and right. If you're not indicating, you're implying that you're going ahead. And you fail your driving test if you turn right with no indicator. So we're looking around. When safe, we go out and we're staying to the right of that line, left of that one. So we go out here, going to the third exit. 1, 2, 3 will be over there. Right indicator on, remember. Following this round. Follow, follow, follow into there. Indicate left off, and away we go. And then remember, this is still a 30 zone. We haven't had any change in speed limit. And all we do is we just follow this round. The examiner might tell you to do a lane change now. So you would move into the right-hand lane, do your check on your right, and over we go. Right, now, at the next roundabout, I've just missed the road sign. Let's go back a bit. There it is. Ash Vale. Now, of course, that is 4 lines, but one of them, the second one, is actually an entrance onto the roundabout. So it's actually, Ash Vale is the third exit. So you'll be going right 3. So we come down here, indicating right, cruising into here, checking to make sure nobody's coming at you. This bit can cause people problems. They'll just suddenly shoot out of there, as will that one. So you come out here, make sure it's safe, go out. Now, as you go out, make sure this bloke or anybody in this lane aren't trying to go around the outside of you, because a lot of them do that to go off at exit 2 there. So just be mindful. And we go around here, following it around, indicating right still. We count them off. See, look, it's no entry, so that isn't an exit. It's got double white lines. Double white line is an entrance, isn't it? Well, sorry, it's an entrance onto a roundabout. Exit from a road, entrance onto. It's a giveaway line. So that's exit 2. So we've got 1 there, 2, 3 is there. So check left, make sure it's good. Start to come across, but don't indicate left yet, because you don't want to imply you're going down there. But you can start to come across, indicate left there, and away you go. Right, so now we just follow this road. And at this roundabout, we're going to go right 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it depends upon your point of view. Sometimes people think of that as an exit, sometimes they don't. And sometimes they might go into there and follow that road. And just there, we've got a load of car parking spaces. So the examiner might get you to do a forward bay park, just so you know. But they normally just come down here and say, turn right, and you follow that round. And you go all the way up there to that roundabout. So let's do that. So we come down here into right-hand lane, doing all your mirrors and signals. Some people get sucked into looking this way and they hit that curb. So don't, head flick. Driving is about flicking your head. You look sideways forward on the approach, sideways forward. So I'm still watching where I'm going, but I'm checking for people. That's what I'm doing now, and then round and off. All right, and just follow the road. And we go all the way to the end. I'll speed that up. Right, here we are. Easy junction. Now we're going to go left first exit. You've got a zebra crossing there. You might have people coming across the road. So cars might queue, but equally you might have a car come around here to block. But it's quite small and your vision is obscured. So don't commit to going until you're quite near to the junction. Then it's quite tight. There could be somebody walking across the road here because this brick wall will obscure your view again. So just make sure you are thinking about what is hidden on your route. Around we go. Now you always have parked cars here. Come out early. You can see that car has moved over. So there is room for cars to get through. This one hasn't. But if we moved over early, he would see that and move over. So the earlier you come out, the better it is. If you get near and come out, it's quite difficult to get into traffic. Now, it's all about less space, less pace. So if you're traveling near to parked cars, then you should be traveling slowly. If these cars weren't here, like now, you could move slightly wider, creating room for a door, and then you could go down this road at a higher speed until we meet the Mini or that. So then I would reduce my speed, move in a bit. Once they got out, I would go a little bit wider and pick my speed up again. And it's just an exercise in doing that. This road, there is actually room for two cars down here. The only time you get a problem is if a bus comes the other way. You might want to tuck in for a bus. But again, stay near the central white line. So he's got the whole lane, but you look like you're driving. You don't want to look like you're parked. So don't go to the left. Stay here, but just out of his way. When he's through, carry on driving again. And we just follow the road. Following it all the way down here. Right, now. I have, yep, okay, fine. Follow this. Right, now. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. As we come along here, see, there's a bus. The examiner will often say to you, find somewhere safe and convenient to park on the left. Now, obviously, here's a bit tight. A good place is just the other side. So we go along here, start doing your mirrors and signal after that turning. So mirrors down here somewhere, but wait until you get around here-ish to put your left indicator on. Then park up on the left like you were going to park a letter at the letterbox. So somewhere along here is perfect. All right. Remember, we don't want to park opposite junctions, but we do want to be next to a raised curb, not blocking. Then I'll do handbrake, switch off the indicator, and relax. All right. Then they'll say, thanks very much. When you're ready, drive on. In order to rejoin traffic, I'd put a right indicator on. And people might still be overtaking you. And if they look like they're going for an overtake on you, do not move off. But if you've got your indicator on, people will often slow down, maybe flash their lights to let you go, and then you just rejoin traffic. The examiner will normally wave thank you for you. And then we drive on down here, past the BP petrol station. Ta-da! And up. Now we've got a double roundabout. We're going to go left at both. So you could put a left indicator on the approach and just keep it on between the pair. So we come through here. Again, this is obscuring our view, so I'd be about there-ish before I commit to going, although he's blocking, so you could go. Out we go. Still keep the left indicator on. Start looking now. Make sure it's safe, and if it is, go round, but think about the route that you're going on to. Any change in speed limit, any pedestrians walking across the road, all that sort of stuff. They might get you to park up on the left on this road instead of the one that you just parked on, but the same rules apply. Just find a long bit of road, warn people, all that sort of stuff. and we just follow the road. Now we're coming down here, and you will start to see, well, there, this road sign towards Farnborough Park. So we're going to go ahead at both roundabouts. Now, a lot of people get this slightly wrong because they come round here and they go wide on the outside, but stay near the curb. Because as you come around this corner, there are 2 lanes. So we don't want to be doing that. We want to be doing that. Okay? Start looking on the approach. So start slowing it down. It is just around the corner. So you'll come down here. Why would they warn you about a roundabout if it wasn't just round the corner? So you should be thinking, right, I've been told about a roundabout. I'll start slowing down. Start looking now. Get your timing right and just go out. Maintaining 2 lanes. Oh, it's done it again. Stupid thing. I'm supposed to be over there. Right. So you come around here to there. And then, providing nothing's coming, you stay on the outside of the roundabout, okay? You can indicate left if you want, but you don't really need to. You just come through here, there, and then you've got 2 lanes again. Stay on the outside of the roundabout as you go through. So just stay on the left throughout the whole thing. It's not a bad shout. If somebody is approaching, I would put a left indicator on. So if I had a car coming up here, I would indicate left there because I am going to my first exit. And if there's one coming here, I would indicate left. All right? No, I'm still here, aren't I? I want to be there. Is that going to put me on the dual carriageway? No, good. Right. So we've come round here, stayed on the outside, through here, round the outside, like that. So we do that, and off down there. So now following this, and at the end of the road, we're turning right. So, mirrors and signals. Now, this can be quite tricky because you get a lot of cars coming down here, and they turn in all the time. And then when they stop coming in at you, then this lot start coming down the road here. So you can be there a long time. So just wait. There's no mega rush on anything. If you've got your right indicator on, sometimes people will slow and let you go. Remember, just because somebody's flashing their lights or waving doesn't mean they're doing it to you. They could be saying hello to somebody who's here. So make sure it's safe. Acknowledge them. Say thank you very much. Out you go. All right? But don't just assume that they are waving you out. But this can get very busy around here. And then we go out of here and down here. All right, notice this car has moved to the left to allow room for vehicles to come down. It's a good shout. Let me just follow this road down. So we just follow this. Down here, we have a traffic light. There it is. This can flood when it rains. If it is flooded, just take your time as you go through so we don't create a bow wave. And we go through and out. Down here, we have more cars. Again, out early. Start to have a look. Go down. Then you've got a school. Sometimes it gets very busy. So we just drive down here and then we're turning left after that white car. So you're coming to here, just checking around, indicate left, round we go. Again, you've got this parked car, so you want to come around here and potentially go wide again to have a look. And then go out wide. Like I have, I've gone the other side of the white line there because there's no oncoming traffic. So why bother drive near these guys if you're not giving way to anything? You might as well just use that bit of road. You've got a perfectly good excuse. You've got parked cars here, and then you come back to the left. Now, as we go up here, because oncoming traffic will be wanting to use this bit of road, my car would be there. And you can see why now, because of that van. So by staying on the left, I create room for somebody. When I'm past the parked cars, now I can start to take up a normal central position in my lane. And I follow this road all the way to the end. Up here, where I'm turning left. So I should be in the left-hand lane, indicating left, but don't indicate too early because I don't want to look like I'm going in there. So I just start positioning and then indicate left. Coming up to here. Now, look. Just there, you've got a red traffic light, but you've got a black one at the bottom there. That is an arrow that points left. You've also got another one over there. Depending upon the time of day, that arrow may or may not be used. So you turn left when you either get a green arrow or you get a green circle, because a green circle means that anybody in any direction can go. All right, so you're looking for either of those two things, not just the arrow, because depending upon the time of day, they might not even show you the arrow. When you see either of those two green lights, then you can go out and turn left. But as you go out, I want you checking right, making sure nobody's jumped the traffic lights or anything like that. Because cyclists, motorbikes, things like that, or emergency vehicles, they're the prime candidates. Now we're back here, and then we're just following this road here. This is the Hammond Blackbird again. We've done this before, test route number 1. This lot should give way to you. You've got a pedestrian crossing, following it. And all we're doing is we're just following the signs towards Aldershot now. So we come along here. Aldershot was ahead too. So by default, I take the left-hand lane into there. But if on the approach, you look down on the other side of the roundabout and you see a big queue of cars, if you want to, you can move into the right-hand lane early. So you could come in that lane or that lane. This lane means you just go through the roundabout on the right and get off on the right. This one means you stay on the left, get off on the left, and then do a lane change to the right. So you can do the lane change this side of the roundabout or the other side. It is entirely up to you. See, because you want to come down here, maintain 2 lanes. There's always cars parked there, so then you do a lane change. And when you pass the cars, you get back to the left. Alternatively, you could do your lane change now. Through, and then go back to the left after that. Whatever you choose, really. Done that, been here, got that t-shirt. So we've done the roundabout. Down here, past these cars, immediately into the left. Don't need to indicate left, but get in immediately. I don't want you driving down here and then coming in over here somewhere, because that leaves loads of time for somebody to get up on your inside. And you just follow the road. So now we're just driving along here on the left, up to this roundabout. Again, start looking. Now, this wood has been put in here deliberately to block your view so people don't come in at high speed. So they want you to slow down, but you get a good view here, and you can actually see through that when you're moving. It's like lots of slats. It goes like that, and you can see through. So as you're coming up to here, just go slow, cruise into it, looking so we don't run out of road. And as soon as you think it's safe, go. You don't have to make a decision from there. You just cruise in, sail out. Notice we've got, obviously you've got to give way here, but you've got a bus lane there on the left, which is where the bus is going, and then you follow that lane. And then you just go up here. Usual stuff. Here's your dots. Back to the left as soon as you can, and you just follow that all the way up there. Yep. All the way up there. So, all the way up there. So, we've been through here. We've done this on a number of different test routes already. So we just drive along here. I'll just go back a bit, actually. This bit. Here you go. You got your arrows on the floor. So as you're coming along here, just check on your right. Make sure nobody's trying to overtake you. And it says road end of dual carriageway. So we're going back to a single carriageway, 2-way road, and away you go. Following this, all the way back down to Queen's Roundabout. You know the score. Come along here into that lane. Indicate into that lane. Follow that. Up into the right-hand lane here. I've got my cat shouting at me again. She never wants anything. Just comes in and shouts at me. Right, so we come into here. When safe, out you go. Follow this. Round here. Round there. Round there. Check on your left. Make sure it's safe. Spiralling out wide into that lane there. That one. There you go. Follow that around. There it is. God, this thing don't bounce around, doesn't it? Right, through here. Down to the test centre. Lovely. Whoosh, and we're back to the test centre, but don't relax. You're nearly at the end of your test. 30. All right, so it's 40, 30, and just there, 20. It must be the world's shortest 30 zone from there to there. Unbelievable. 20s, massive speed bumps. I recommend second gear 15 mile an hour for these, because these are horrible speed bumps. Saves the car taking off, because you could get marked down for taking off. But just relax, chill out, just go down here. And we just fly along here. Now we're back to that first roundabout we came to. Again, 2 lanes, so just stay on the outside, make sure it's all nice and safe, and go off here. Now, sometimes they might get you to park on the right and do a right reverse. So you park up on the right, reverse 2 car lengths, and rejoin traffic. It's nothing that you won't have practiced with me, so don't worry about it. Just, it's a really wide road, so it's lovely. Look, I'm looking for traffic again. So as you come up here, you're just checking, make sure no one's coming at you. Go to the outside there. Lovely jubbly. No one's trying to kill us. Off here. No one's walking across that. Over here. And there we go. So yes, they have got double yellows now, but the examiners will still chuck you over there and reverse back and then get you to rejoin traffic. If there's loads of room around you and there's no one going to hit you, then carry on. Do the maneuver, but you've got to demonstrate that you've looked for people. If it looks a bit dangerous, stop, let people go, and then carry on again afterwards. And then you just follow the road ahead. Then you're back to the original junction, and then just checking it's safe, indicate right. Position on the right again. I don't want people approaching on the left and then cutting across, because you get marked down for positioning. When you're turning right, you position on the right. Simple. Then you come round here, into there, back down to the car park, indicate right, make sure it's all nice and safe, into there, and then into the car park. And have a look at the video about my car park. That's it. Do that. You should be laughing. Good luck.